Welcome back, guys. I'm going to be working on a few things today around the garden. Going to be working on some compost, and I got to plant my fall crop for the fall season here. I got the cabbages and cauliflowers to plant. It's been some kind of a heat wave come through here, so it's supposed to be 105 degrees today, believe it or not. So we're here early this morning trying to knock it out before it gets really bad out here. And this is where I'm going to have my cauliflowers and cabbages planted, that are my seedlings that I was able to grow. And I'm going to be planting, I think there's 3 cabbages and 2 cauliflower plants here. I planted, sowed like, I don't know, 20 some seeds. Only these 4 actually came out and grew to somewhat of a good size. The other ones didn't make it through. So I'm thinking maybe I'm adding the bone meal. I'm adding blood meal and granular fertilizer to each little hole here. Give them a good start. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I've been adding water to each hole because it's so dry out here right now. Want to make sure these don't go into shock. This is a cauliflower as well. So we're gonna plant this guy right here and water him really good. And I'm gonna have to keep an eye on these on a daily basis, believe it or not, make sure they don't dry up on me. We've had quite a heat wave come through here in Maryland. We've been in the 100 degree weather. 100 degrees. See how dry the soil is? It looks wet up top, but underneath it's just as dry as it can be. So what I'll do before I plant my seedlings in that, because it's going to suck up all the, just give them a little chance to retain some of the water here. See how dry it is? It just doesn't even soak in. So I'm gonna add my fertilizer. I'm gonna cover these up. I already got the netting ready. I'm gonna cover them up right now. I usually just don't give anything any chances. I'm gonna cover it up real nice and check them daily and make sure they stay watered. I think that's a quick start cabbage. Yep. So I got two cauliflower plants and 2 cabbage plants here. Then after this, I'm going to do a little bit of composting. I got my pepper plants to compost and my my basil bed as well. Let's do that. Spread all this real nice. That should all give us some water for at least a day or 2 before it starts to dry out. All right. Give it some granular fertilizer and some blood meal. Okay. So that's 4 plants here. I might have to go. Well, I'm not gonna have maybe time to do some more seedlings indoors, so I might go to the box store and pick up a few more if they're selling them. That is cabbage seedlings or whatever. If they have any for sale, I'm probably gonna buy me a couple more. And this one didn't quite make it. See how small it is? So I don't know. I might plant it out here and see what it does, but that didn't quite grow very well. So at least I got 4 out here. I'm going to water them again tomorrow. Maybe before I go to work today, I'll water them again. and come back tomorrow morning. It's supposed to start to cool off around here, starting next week. Supposed to be in the 80s, believe it or not. So everybody's looking forward to that. Nice little planted seedlings there. So we'll see if they make it through. Now I'm going to be composting my basils. I'll show you this compost real quick. This is the ones my composters that I have out here in the back. Come real close. And I already sifted this, so it's very nice. I got one more tumbler that's full of compost I can use for the fall season, and I'm already I already started my other 3. So by next spring I should have more compost. So we're gonna be spreading this out for my basils. They need a lot of nitrogen, so excuse me, Lucy. All right. You don't have to give it that much. Maybe about 1/2 inch. And your leafy veggies are going to want all the nitrogen they can get, so they'll help them a lot with leaf growth, which is what we want for basil. We want that leaf. A couple more scoops. Get this corner over here. Okay, Lucy. Okay. That's enough for the basil. That's going to give it some good nutrients there. Now, just get my Alright, now we're going to get my pepper plants. Usually do about 2 scoops per bed. And that should be enough. I mean, I would give them about an inch. About an inch of compost per bed. Now if my bed's really low on soil, then I might give it a little more to make up for the loss of the soil. Then I'll add more compost. Leave that on the way. All right, one more scoop. All right. Now you want to spread this out. Got another tumbler full of compost, so this fall I'm going to amend my beds with that. I really did good on compost this season. I had plenty of compost. To this side. Looks like a little more. This should help with should also help retain some moisture too, you know. I think I should put it in a little thicker than usual because of that. Might do that later on. Add some more compost just to kind of help with the moisture. All right, this is the tomato bed. One more to go. One more scoop here. And I'll finish up the beds later on. Give it a little more compost. So I got a couple of tomatoes to harvest as well. So let me show you what the tomatoes are doing. Now we had a little critter come in here earlier and eat two of our ripest, nicest tomatoes. We found them this morning on the ground, so we couldn't harvest those. But I've got three that are ready, and let me pull those out real quick for you. And we've also bagged now because birds are pecking at these things because of they want the moisture content. So the birds also have been picking at the tomatoes. So we've bagged the ones that we can, try to save a few of them. So we've bagged these. They're starting to blush, so we decided to bag them to protect them from insects and birds. So let me get this one back here, and hopefully this one's this is what we're protecting them from. See this little guy? He'll pick in there and suck the moisture out. So that's why we bag them. But this is a nice little tomato here. We had two nice ones too. Two ripe ones. We're gonna pick these now. This is the beefsteak tomato. This is the beefsteak, and this one is ready to go. I think we're gonna start picking them like this and just let them ripe on the shelf. This is the beefsteak. This one is not gonna be eaten by anything, but we're gonna get this one right now. And we're gonna pick this one, and I think tomorrow we're gonna bag some more. Another beefsteak. And they're doing very well. They've gotten to a good size. This is about the size they usually get. So for our harvest, we would have had a little more, but like I said, little critters got to some, but this is what we've got so far. I've got some cucumbers as well around that I'm gonna be looking around to pick a few more. So I'll probably get that later on after the video. And thank you for joining me, guys. Next time I'm gonna just do a full harvest. I'm gonna wait up and get some tomatoes to have a full harvest for you guys. And I hope you guys are doing well. Stay cool and be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.